Welcome back to my annual Oscar series where I talk about all the Oscar categories except for the short film ones. I rank all the nominees per category according to who I think should win that Oscar, and then I make a prediction for who I think will win that Oscar. Right now, I want to skip forward a bit to one of the semi-major awards, and I want to talk about Best Animated Feature. So the nominees are Kubo and the Two Strings, Travis Knight and Ariane Suttner; Moana, John Musker, Ron Clements, and Osnat Schurer; My Life as a Zucchini, Claude Barras and Max Carley; The Red Turtle, Michael Dudok DeWitt and Toshio Suzuki; and Zootopia, Byron Howard, Rich Moore, and Clark Spencer. Now first I need to mention that I have not been able to watch My Life as a Zucchini yet, so I will exclude it from my ranking. It could be the best animated feature of 2016, I just don't know. But even with the 4 films here that I have seen, this is a pretty solid list in my opinion. A lot of people were surprised that Finding Dory was not nominated. I agree with it not being here. The one animated film that is not here that I would have liked to have seen is Your Name, the Japanese animated film from Makoto Shinkai, because that movie is amazing. But anyway, of the 4 that I've seen, I will rank them according to who I think deserves to win this Oscar. So at 4th place, I'm going to put Moana. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love Moana with all my heart, definitely. I still think it's animated incredibly well. It pushes the boundaries of water animation and hair animation even. But even more than that, Moana features some full-bodied vocal performances from Auli'i Cravalho and Dwayne Johnson, who really reach emotional places that I didn't expect from them and was pleasantly surprised. But perhaps most importantly, Moana features the best soundtrack to a Disney movie since the 90s. It is chock full of incredible songs, a great score, and it is really just a delightful film to watch. Now at 3rd place, I'm going to put Zootopia. Again, just like with Moana, Zootopia features some awesome voice work and great chemistry between Jennifer Goodwin and Jason Bateman. And what they do with the animation in Zootopia is great because they create this living, breathing world of Zootopia that really just has endless possibilities about it. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they create like a TV show based out of Zootopia or an entire film franchise set in Zootopia. There's just so much you can do with this world and it's just so fun to watch. But perhaps the thing that took most people by surprise with Zootopia is the fact that, you know, on the surface it appears to be like this fun sort of mystery crime film featuring talking animals, but it really is a movie about discrimination, and the way it articulates its points about discrimination is done very intelligently and in a really accessible way, and it still holds up even today. Now at 2nd place, I almost put this film at number 1, but I'm going to put The Red Turtle. The Red Turtle really blew me away the very first time I saw it. It is a fully 2D animated movie, but the animation is so good that it almost looks like rotoscope. I believe none of it is 3D, none of it is rotoscope. It's just pure hand-drawn magic, and it really is gorgeous to watch. But not only is it like a living, breathing painting come to life, but it also features some of the best sound design ever. You really get to hear just all the sounds of nature on this island, and during some sequences of peril, the sound design really puts you there and you yourself get scared just because of the sound design. This is a movie about a guy who just gets stranded on a desert island for about 90 minutes or so. And it's so engaging because the world just comes to life. And yes, The Red Turtle is completely devoid of spoken dialogue. There is no language in the movie, but it operates so well on primal emotions and just like the sensations of being on a desert island. It sounds really pretentious, but The Red Turtle really is visual poetry. It is an art film hiding underneath the guise of a 2D animated film. It's a movie that is not super accessible, but if you just kind of go with the flow, it will sweep you away to an experience that is really unlike anything else that you've ever seen, I think. However, at 1st place, and still the film that I think deserves to win Best Animated Feature, is my favorite film from 2016, and that is Kubo and the Two Strings. Kubo and the Two Strings, as I've mentioned time and time again, is the most accomplished stop-motion animation film ever made, to the point that it's almost distracting because every single frame of this movie is mind-blowing, has so much detail. While I was watching it the first time, I, like sometimes lost track of what was happening because I just kept thinking to myself, there's no way that what I'm watching right now is not CGI, but it was stop motion and it's incredible. But even more than the stop motion, the director Travis Knight really infuses this story with this sense of maturity and melancholy that gives it a tone unlike any other animated film from last year. But the reason why Kubo has really stuck to me on such a personal, special level is the fact that it tells a lot of different messages that are really cohesive about family, about mercy, and ultimately about the power of storytelling in our lives and how you can use storytelling to deal with grief. And I think that's a really beautiful message that's delivered in such a unique way, and I think it deserves to win this Oscar. However, in terms of who I think will win the Oscar, I think they're going to give it to Zootopia because the Oscars almost always give this award to a Disney film, and Zootopia does have the social-political message that is kind of ripe to be capitalized on. But I wouldn't be mad if Zootopia wins because, this message is needed more than ever. And yeah, I think it would send a good message out to America in 2017. Right, so those are my thoughts on the Best Animated Feature category. What do you think of the nominees? Who do you think will win? Who do you think should win? Whatever you guys think, whether you agree with me or not, please leave me a comment. Let's have a conversation.